Alright, I'm taking you guys on a new bike path right now. They've got people walking dogs and jogging. I'll stay to the side here. It's pretty windy out here. Now, I did take this path earlier today, but I had the camera mounted on the front of the bike, so it's mounted on the front cage, or whatever they want to call that. Front basket, I guess. Cage. And so every time the bike hit a little bit of bump, you'd see a jerk. And I didn't think that was too good, so I decided I'm gonna go back out on this trail. And I'm using the chest mount again. It's really kind of windy right now, so I know that you guys are hearing a lot of wind noise. Not a whole lot I can do about that, unfortunately. They don't call Chicago the Windy City for no reason. So it's kind of cold out here. It's roughly around 50, 52 degrees, something like that. So I'm bundled up with a sweatshirt and another sweatshirt underneath. So this is a path that I had never taken before, except for earlier today. This is my second time coming through here now because of that. But it's different from the other one we did. So this particular path requires me to go on to this crossing streets and things. So that's always a little tougher. Hopefully, if I have this camera adjusted correctly today, you might actually be able to see something. The last time all you saw was my my handlebar and things on my handlebar. That's about it. I'm hoping you can actually see where I'm heading at this point. So here's where I learned. We go down this little path down here. It'll bring us underneath the street level, so you don't have to cross this particular street, but later on you might have to cross another street. So let's take a look at this. This is kind of cool. Underneath the tunnel. This is always kind of scary. You don't know who's lurking underneath here. Now going up a slight hill here, having the throttle or a heavier pedal assist definitely helps. I think the last time I called it power assist. It's actually a pedal assist. Now this morning, I already had ridden just under 9 miles. And I think we'll be doing something similar to that today. Probably thinking I'm a little crazy talking to myself, that guy, huh? I don't know. I think today with YouTube, people know that a lot of people record their journey, as I'm doing right now. So I'm pedaling as much as I can. When I'm tired out, I'll either use the throttle or I'll use the pedal assist at a higher level. I keep my pedal assist typically around 2 and not more than 3. I find that if I go any further than that, the bike goes a little bit faster than I actually prefer. I really don't want to go more than 14, 15 miles an hour at the most. find that a lot of these bike paths I go on, they're really not level ground. There's always a little bit ups and downs. We have another bike rider here, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. All right, we go over this bridge here. Now, I'm going to go down this way. I had an option to go either left or right. I'm going to go right, which is what I did last time. Now, having the bike is kind of nice because it takes me into areas I've never been to before. I've never been down in this area before, except for today. I never even knew all of this stuff existed. I mean, this is the type of thing you can't even do on a motorcycle because you can't take these type of paths down motorcycles. You can only take it on bikes or jog it or something. And an e-bike, of course, is considered a regular bike. It's not, I mean, it is motorized, but you know, when you see signs that says no motorized vehicles, I think they're usually more talking about gas-powered vehicles like motorcycles. But e-bikes are a different story because it really is a bicycle. Just has a motor to help you along a little bit. I kind of like this path because it's, you know, the last path we were on is definitely just a bike path. This is like along the sides of people's homes. These guys must have it easy here. They don't have neighbors right next to them. Of course, they have strangers going through their side path all the time. They're probably used to that now, but I don't know if I would like that or not. We're actually right next to some high tension wires. I'm going to angle here so you can see. So I am pedaling along here. I'm only using the throttle to get up hills if the pedal assist isn't high enough. You know, I was moving the pedal assist higher and higher, but then I end up dropping it down when I'm back on level ground. So it's easier just to throw the throttle a little bit. All right. So now we come up towards some traffic here. It says I can either go left or right. So I am going to go, you know, I'm gonna go right this time. I went left last time. Let's see what happens. I don't know where this takes me. All right, where are we headed? I have no idea which way we're headed here. So let's just see where it goes. Okay, I think I know where I am here. Okay, I think if I keep going on this to a certain point, I think we're gonna end up back at the original bike path we were on before. Let's do that. Now, I'm actually on the sidewalk. I don't know whether you should be doing that or not, because I actually see on the street signs on it's a bike path, but it's a bike path that's shared with cars. I don't really want to do that. I see there's another guy on a bike too. He's on the sidewalk. We're averaging about 13-14 miles an hour. We're not really going 20 miles an hour on the sidewalk. Speed limit on the street is 30. I don't want to do that. All right, I am off the main street. I'm back onto a regular bike path. That's good. Let me talk real quickly about sometimes you see the videos kind of jarring, and it looks like I'm really hitting some major bumps, but I'm really not hitting it that hard. I think what happens is, the impact on your body makes the camera jump up a little bit, and so it makes it look worse than it really is. So just to know that it's not that bad really for me. Overall, I think since starting these bike rides, I'm doing pretty good. Oh, let me mention too on my seat again. One thing that's interesting is that on my old bike, I used to have the seat post higher, so my saddle would be higher, and so I had almost a full leg extension. I'm not doing that with this bike because that would mean I'm even higher up. It's harder even to jump onto the seat from a dead stop. To get on the seat, I have to put my left leg down on the pedal. And I'm actually off the seat, so I'm straddling the top bar. Put my left foot on the pedal. Then I use the throttle to move the bike forward. I mean, you can't just jump on the seat from a dead stop, right? The bike has to kind of move forward a little bit. So I use the throttle to move the bike forward, and then I hop onto the seat. So if I didn't have the throttle, I would have to push down on the pedal in order to accelerate forward to get some momentum to even get onto the bike. I wonder if I could even do that with a regular bike. And if my seat post and my saddle is too high up, I would have an even harder time to jump up onto the seat, right? So I keep this saddle a little bit lower than I did on my mountain bike, right? Which means you don't have as much of an extension of your leg, but it's extended more than maybe some people do, but it's not the perfect extension, I think. Quite frankly, by not having it extend all the way out is actually better for my knee rehab because that means you have to bend more. If you have a full extension, you don't have to bend as much. This way, your knee actually has to have some flexion in order to be able to pedal the bike. All right, so we're going down a hill now, so I'm gonna ride the brake a little bit here. I don't want to go down here too fast because there's a curve and you can't see ahead of you. And of course, you need to stay towards the right of the lane in case somebody else does come. I know our viewer Dan had asked me how my brakes were, and I said I don't really know how good they really are because I haven't hit it hard. I haven't had to stop on a dime. So I've always kind of slowed down first before hitting the brakes, naturally slowing down if I can. Now here we're going to go up a hill a little bit, so what I'll do is I can either increase my pedal assist or just hit the throttle. So I find it easier just to hit the throttle to go up these hills, and then after I'm done with the hill I can start pedaling again. Then I let off on the throttle. That's really helped quite a bit. I think if I didn't have that, it would be difficult. So yeah, I'm really glad I got this e-bike. I think it was a really smart move to do it. It gets me outside. I get to see areas that I'm not familiar with. I'm kind of hoping my wife eventually will want to get on her bike, and of course, I'm going to be able to do a lot more than she can because I've got the motor and she won't. Maybe one day she'll say she'll want an e-bike, and I'm kind of hoping she does, because then we can actually get out and go do things. But the problem is, if we go places, we're going to need a bike trailer. Now we do have an SUV, and so we could actually attach one of those hitches in the back and then get a bike trailer. The problem with that is that's more expense, and of course probably more than we really want to spend. But what I'm thinking is, if we had something like that, we could go different places. We could go into the city if we wanted to and go do the lakefront. That would be cool. I've never done that on a bike. I would love to do it. My only fear is because of all the issues happening in the world today. You don't want to be places you're not familiar with, really. So I've ridden 8 miles this morning. I'm now at 5.2 miles on my trip meter. And it's been a combination of pedaling and throttle. And my bars are down 2 levels out of 5 for my battery level. Okay, which way do I go here now? Bike route left to right. Let's decide here. Let's go left. Question is, which way left? I think we have to cross this road and then go left, or go straight. Let's go straight. All right, so when I cross the street, I use the throttle because I got to get across fast. All right, this road is a little bumpier, so if you see it jarring, it's not so bad to me. It may look bad on camera, but it's not so bad. But I do have more bumps on this road. It's not as smooth as the other one. All right, we got a whole bunch of bike riders. I'm gonna move off to the side, give them space. They're kind of hogging the entire lane here.
All the wind.
Okay, they actually should not have done that. They should really be on single file, but they actually hogged up the entire bike lane, and I didn't want to ride up against them. So best to move over and let them go through. Anyways, I think I was going to say, if you hear some rattling sounds out of my bike, it's because I have a camera mount on the front basket area, and the thing that allows you to tighten that up seems to be rattling around. So it's not anything else that's loose in the bike or anything like that. It's just the camera mount that's doing that. So we still have 3 out of the 5 bars on the battery. I really do want to find out how far I can really go, but I don't want to go too far and then find out I don't have enough to get back home. Because riding this bike without the battery would be really hard to do, because it's pretty heavy, and plus I'm heavy. Let's go this way. All right, we are on a different path here now. I don't think I've gone down this area, but I may be wrong. It's possible I've gone before, maybe earlier this morning, but I don't think so. It doesn't look familiar. Of course, a lot of these paths all look the same after a while. I can't really tell if I've been here before or not. It's possible. Here's another bridge. See if I can angle here, so let you guys see. There's like water here. I think this is just like retention water or something. So obviously it's not a lake. It's a runoff or something. There's no fish in there, I'll tell you that. Guy taking advantage of the bike path is taking a walk, the walking stick. Okay, I know where I am now. I think we're right back to where we were. So we're going underneath the tunnel again here. Yep, we are. Yeah, so we made a roundabout. Alright, so we're speeding up here. I'm throttling through. And doing close to 20 miles an hour right now. 19.6 miles an hour. So anyways, I hope you liked this video. Join in for another bike ride in the future. I'll take you to some different places if I can figure out where I'm headed. If you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys next time.